Howdy y'all, Agape Love Automotive, and we are back once again on my brother's 2014 F150. So, following back up with y'all, part 3, replaced the caliper, and it semi-fixed the problem but didn't solve it. The other half of the problem lays in the brake line. So, if you ever have a situation where the caliper still, it turns better, but it's not perfect, crack the bleeder screw, and then try to pry in here. Well, here's where I have to do it with a pry bar, and see if the brake caliper relaxes or releases. If it doesn't, you need to replace this. And if you have to replace this, and the other side of this coin is, if it relaxes, then you need to replace this brake line, because the rubber inside of here breaks down. It might allow the fluid to come down and engage the brake, but it will not allow it to release. So what you want to do is, if you ever have to replace this, replace the hose too. This is something that I'll end up doing on customer vehicles no matter what. They may argue, well, it's like 30 some odd bucks to replace the line. It's better than having to do it twice, like I now have to do it, because I did this yesterday, bled the brakes, everything else. Seemed better, but not perfect. And now I have to come back and do this line again. So, brakes are what stops your car. Make sure you do it right the first time. So, if you have to replace this, replace that too, and just keep a close eye on it and inspect it. Because like I said, brakes are what stops your car. You don't want to find out that this rubber hose is deteriorating and looks like it has cracks in it and could burst, and then you don't have brakes, and now you have a car accident, and now you have to pay for a car accident. So rather than do that, just replace this cheap little hose. It's like 30 bucks or so, probably even cheaper on Rock Auto or Tasca Parts. But either way, do it right the first time so you don't have to think about it again, because you're going to have to bleed the brakes anyhow. Replace the line. Get yourself a quart of fluid. F-150s require DOT4. And really quick reference, just do it right the first time. But this is a 13 millimeter nut. This is a 10 mil here. This is another 10 mil. And on the factory Ford banjo bolt here, this is a 12. Now, something I'll mention is, on the aftermarket one on this, I saw that the holes on the banjo bolt were noticeably smaller. Put the Ford one back on there and don't send that off as a core. Do yourself a solid. Anyhow, God bless y'all. Love y'all. Have an awesome day.